sorry about that. I didn't see you come in there. Oh, this? You don't have to worry about this. Hi there, Jacob here at Mystery Arts Inc. And today, we're gonna talk the Jafi read. So the Jafi read, essentially what it is, it's a framework for you to sit down with a spectator and deliver an emotional, impactful reading while also having it layered in a concrete reveal at the end, which I think is the best way to do it. I think that so many people out there look at readings as being something you do when you're about to reveal a name or a playing card or blah blah blah. Yes, of course it is, but the thing about the Jafi read I think that's really nice is Adrian kind of lets you know that first off, the reading is really the meat. The reveal at the end is just to create a bookend, something tangible for them to almost take away in a memory, but that reading is the main thing that people really tune in for. For example, if you tell somebody you're a mind reader, they might go, oh, that sounds cool. But the moment you tell them you're a palmist, you're a astrologist, you're an aura reader, you're a reader in general, they go, oh, really? Oh, okay, I've always wanted to be read. I've never really met anybody that does that. So few people meet people that are exceptionally skilled like you and I in readings, or that maybe aspire to be skilled in readings or anything along those lines. People generally meet other basic people, and it's one of those things that when you have a gift to share, such as a reading, you should have a framework, you should have something in your head to base this experience on to make it tangible, great, and something for them to experience. So cleverly disguised in the Jafi reading as what you probably assume to be a star sign effect is a whole framework for delivering impactful and well-established readings by one of the best readers out there. His work, his thinking, everything in this book really speaks for itself. Now that I've got my ask history towards Adrian out of the way, hi buddy, let's go into what's actually in the book. So the framework in the Jafi read essentially is one where you have a system, a systematic seer system, which is similar to the A to Z read by Richard Webster. The A to Z system by Richard Webster, of course everyone knows that. If you don't, seriously, you need to learn it or just get this book and figure it out. It's great. It's a systematic system for readings that essentially allows you to deliver a similar reading to somebody over time you encounter them again, and to also flash your natural intuitiveness onto them as well. Jerome Finley has some excellent work on this as well. I think in TNR is where I was first exposed to it by him, and his thoughts are really exceptional on it, as are Adrian's here. In a nutshell though, you actually kind of talk to them a little bit in the system about this, conversational reading piece. And I found personally it's really nice when you actually tell them a little bit how the intuitive system works so you can give them something to take away, which I think Adrian hits on a little bit near too. You deliver this reading, and during the reading there are 2 contact points in the initial Jafi system that cue you in to what their star sign is. You ask them about warm and fresh energies. You frame things up, and you apparently make revelations that essentially lead you, unbeknownst to them, to their star sign in a very fair, conversational, and not pushy way. I think one of the biggest problems we have as mind readers is sometimes mind reading looks a little bit too process heavy. For example, in an anagram, can you mix the letters up for me or send them to me one at a time? Don't get me wrong. I have preached multiple times on this channel. I love the anagram. I use the anagram. The anagram is my primary way of doing star sign revelations, but Jafi really has got my mind thinking on how I can do it more conversationally when there is a moment where I don't need to speed into something impressive, where I've got somebody that's already interested in what I do. They want to sit, they want a reading, they want me to look at their palms, they want me to touch their aura, they want me to do whatever, and all I need to do is basically have these points in here just so I can get something meaty at the end for fun. So there's some other extras in here in the Jafi read outside of this cool framework that I don't want to go too much into detail in, so that way you can actually experience it when you take the plunge yourself. There's a point in here of talking about getting the Jafi contact points while revealing a memory. So you essentially have them think of a memory based on their star sign. You're able to reveal chunks of the memory while also revealing their star sign as well at the end, which is really nice. I personally like the reading approach a bit more. Memory revelation, those things I truly, honestly love, but I have one or two methods I use that I use exclusively, and that's it, because I've never seen anything quite as good. Memoria is great at it. I really like Memoria, but I don't use it that much. I do like this in here. It's nice, but you're not going to get the exact memory 100% of the time. So if you're somebody that's like, oh, well, I want to be able to reveal or force, or there has to be a way of telling whether they're thinking of the first memory of their bike or blah, blah, blah. No, it's not that kind of thing. It's a very conversational, nice experience of a memory reading with a star sign revelation at the end. The final bit of meat in this book is really great. I'm sure this is probably, you've heard whispers around about this particular ending piece, which is Adrian's personal star sign revelation that is relatively quick, to the point. It's devious, it's deceptive, has some flavors almost of Fraser Parker's as well, but I know they kind of independently, or they springboarded ideas and independently came up with their own variations off each other. And in some ways, I do like Adrian's more. It's really nice. It's framed around doing kind of palmistry or maybe connecting with energy, something along those lines. But within basically a block of statement, you can get straight to the turkey and really get their star sign right there. You can just feel their energy apparently, and you tell them what it is. It really does look that direct and fair. There's some lines obviously delivered in this. It's a complete verbal deception, just like everything in this book, with the exception of one point in the book where he hints at using a billet if you're in a situation for the memory revelation. Other than that, very direct, very simple, all verbal and conversational techniques. Very important to mention here. Very important to mention here. You have to be somebody that can hold a conversation yourself to really execute this. If you're the kind of person that you can't hold a conversation, you're shy of people, first off, don't worry. I feel you. Naturally, I'm actually that person. But I force myself to go outside of that because it's what's right and it's what's needed for the moment. You don't have to be dynamic, you don't have to be a cartoon character, but you do just have to be somebody that genuinely cares. And Adrian goes into length of this in the book, talking about caring about your people, delivering something, almost a springboarding of information back and forth. You need that springboard for a reading to happen. Really, a reading is nothing more than a very astute conversation with nuggets in between that make it feel supernatural. It's not what you tell people and what you reveal, it's how you make them feel at the end. So with the collection of ideas here in Jafi, I think it's almost a reader's starter kit for going out, breaking that initial tension you have when you're doing a reading and really hitting home with it in such a way that it's just absolutely mind-blowing to your audience. So that's the Jafi read, that's the contents inside. Once again, should mention Adrian's a friend. I love the guy. He's fantastic, he's funny, he's informative, and he's got a lot more really killer shit on the way, to put it directly. This is not a paid endorsement. I was sent the book for free because that's what happens. Let me give you an idea here, because I get a lot of barking from people saying I'm just promoting my friend's works. Yes, I am. I am. But I'm telling you what you need to know about it, why I find it an impactful read, and how I utilize it in my work as I slowly transition from a performer into somebody that does more cinematography and camera work and uses magic, mentalism, readings, hypnosis essentially anymore, just to produce something else for my clients and to make that connection, to lock myself in people's minds, to do a variety of things, and then occasionally I perform professionally. That all being said, you can check out the Jafi read in the links below. Maybe some of you have it already. Maybe some of you want to start doing readings and you don't really know how. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I know watching the analytics, most of you haven't. Shame on you. And just go ahead and like down below if you found this informative, or if you just in general like the production quality, you like these vlogs to continue, because that's what tells YouTube, hey, we need to get this out to more people just like you. Thank you again for supporting Mystery Arts Inc. I hope you enjoy the Jafi read. I know you will, because it's so informative, it's so nicely packed for those of us that want to either aspire to getting into readings or that already do readings, there's something fresh for everybody. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. But for right now, where the hell did that thing go? I'm gonna go polish off that bottle of bourbon. Yeah, see you guys. What the hell did I do with that thing? Where did it? I thought oh, hey. How'd I miss that? Bye.